Can you sue? Okay, this is going to be a new series where I ask ChatGPT to give me some sort of a factual scenario where someone's injured, and then I'm going to use my experience as a personal injury lawyer and discuss whether I think they have a good case or not. All right, scenario number one. A customer is walking through the garden section of a large home improvement store, we'll say Menards, and an employee is watering plants with a hose, but the hose is stretched across the main walkway. The customer doesn't see it because she's carrying a large bag of potting soil. We'll call her Nancy. And she falls onto a metal plant rack and then she breaks her wrist. The first question is whether or not Menards owes Nancy a duty. And under premises law, they owed the duty to use reasonable care in the maintenance of their premises. So the question for the jury is whether or not having a hose across the main aisle of their store during shopping hours was using reasonable care. Now the flip side of that is whether Nancy was using reasonable care. She has a duty to use reasonable care to protect herself, to keep her safe, and to avoid injury. Now, as a plaintiff's personal injury lawyer, my argument is going to be that Menards should not have placed a hose across a main aisle of a shopping center because people are obviously not going to be looking down. They're shopping. They're going to be looking at the racks of stuff for sale. They're going to be maybe looking up, maybe looking to the side, not necessarily looking down at their feet the entire time trying to avoid it, tripping over something. Premises cases can be super difficult for juries to decide. So if you were on the jury, are you going to side for Nancy and say that Menards is at fault, or are you going to side for Menards and say that, hey, Nancy, you should have been watching where you were going, you shouldn't have tripped on it? Let me know in the comments below.